Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Carolyn, your retired again happy friend from Mississippi. So if this is your first time joining me, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for clicking on my channel. And what my channel is all about is about retiring happy. What we do, we want to make our golden years as fulfilling as we can. So there are many challenges along this journey of retirement, and we go over a few of those. In some of my past videos, I've talked about some of the challenges and some of the things that we face in our retirement journey. So I hope you'll comment and put some of your ideas, some of your suggestions, some of the things that you have learned along this journey. So I've been thinking, and I've been hearing a lot about frugal, being frugal, a minimalist. And I like all of those terms, but the term I like best is basic. I like to get back to basic living. Mother always cooked fried chicken, the salmon patties that I made. We knew how to live well. We knew how to be healthy, how to eat healthy, and we didn't have the problem with anxiety and stress. So I think a lot of that is attributed to our lifestyle of not being as active as we should, and also in choosing what we eat, and fast food, and just eating a little bit more than we should. So anyway, I like basic. So tune into my channel and we'll share basic living, how to use our budget, how to stretch our budget. And today I'm going to be using the chuck pot roast that I cooked on Sunday. I'll put a link to that video in the bottom, but it's a chuck roast I cooked in the crock pot Sunday afternoon. Put the vegetables in with it. So today I'm using it a different way because I don't like to eat the same thing over and over. I get tired of it after 2 or 3 days. So today I had a roast sandwich on the bread and the rolls that I made yesterday when it was too cold to get out and do anything. So if you're interested, I don't use sourdough bread making, but I use yeast. And this recipe that I'm using has potatoes in it, and it has come out really, really well. I really like this recipe. And my rolls come out nice and fluffy. And I got 14 rolls and a loaf of bread out of the mix. So if you're interested in my bread recipe, let me know in the comments and I'll make that for you next time. So after let me back up. So I'm going to make my lunch is going to be roast beef sandwich with the roast and the roll. I'm going to make a little jar of mayonnaise. The mayonnaise I made last time had olive oil in it, and that is wonderful for a lot of my recipes. But for this, I'm making apple salad, and I'm going to include that recipe in the bottom. And for the apple salad, I didn't want the olive oil taste. So I'm making another jar of mayonnaise that just has the regular canola oil in it. Then after lunch, I'm showing how to make a little quilted heart. Valentine's Day is coming up soon, so I have the instructions. I make this on the video, and this is a little quilted heart. You can use it for so many different occasions and ways and purposes. If you're going out to eat, I always put my little cards, my Valentine quilted hearts, in a card. And when I go out to eat and leave a tip, I like to put the tip in this card, and then they have something to keep, and they know it's special, that it's handmade and it's special to them. So stay tuned for that. And I hope you come back soon and visit often. The good word for today is I am so thankful for a warm home, and I'm so thankful that the snow that stayed down south of us, I know it's beautiful and I like to look at it, but Maisie or I, either one, like the cold and the snow for very long. A little goes a long way. And then my thought for today is everybody has something going on in their lives. Even though they may look happy on the outside, everybody has something they're dealing with. So be kind, be nice to each other, and smile. Share your smile with those around you. So until next time, come back and visit me soon. Thank you. I'm making fresh apple salad today to go with my roast sandwich. This is the roast that was left from the chuck roast, pot roast in the crock pot that I made Sunday. So we have walnuts. I'm going to chop a tablespoon of walnuts, 2 tablespoons of dried cranberries, which are in the container. The walnuts are chopped, and I'm getting ready to chop 1 apple. For my sandwich, using the roast from the crock pot roast, I'm using bread I made yesterday. I had completely run out of bread in my freezer. So I got out of my recipe. I don't use sourdough, I use a yeast recipe. And this one is a potato yeast bread recipe. And I've been using it for the last 3 times I've made bread, and I really, really like it. The buns come out fluffy, big, and I always make some bigger buns for hamburger buns or sandwich buns. So out of this recipe, I got 1 loaf and 14 buns, and I'm going to slice my roast and make a roast sandwich to go with the apple salad that I just finished. So if anyone wants or is interested in this bread recipe, let me know and I will post it on a later video and go by step on how I make the bread. But it tastes wonderful. There are no preservatives in it, no additives. It's just a basic bread, and it is really, really good. This is the pot roast leftovers. I put it in a container and it's been in the refrigerator. So I sliced some of the roast. I'm going to heat this in the microwave, put it on my, my little roll that is in my toaster oven. It's toasting and getting crispy and warm. Then on the side, I'm going to put some of the gravy. The potatoes, the carrots, the green beans are in there. I'm going to get that out, and that's going to be a lunch. But this is my lunch. I'm ready to sit down and eat the hot roast beef sandwich, the side of potatoes, carrots, and green beans, and the apple salad. We have a very cold day in Mississippi today. The temperature is not even going to get above freezing. So this is going to be a warm, satisfying winter lunch. And I hope you try it. It's going to be good. This is my box of doodads and baubles I have to decorate the hearts. So each heart is different. I just have to look at it, decide what I want each heart to come out looking like. And I have little crosses to go with the Bible verse I put on it, for God so loved the world. I think what I'm going to do on this one is put a little pink check button there, and on the pink heart, I kind of like that. And I need a little sunshine. I think I'll put a sunshine on that one. And maybe a smiley face. Let's see, what color smiley face would be pretty. I'm a little bit hoarse today. It is cold and dreary, and I've been having to bundle up and put on my coat and cap and gloves to take Maisie out for a walk. Because even though it's below freezing outside, she still has to go outside to walk twice a day. So I hope you'll excuse my little bit of a raspy voice today. Hopefully all this will pass soon. because as we say, nothing lasts very long. This too shall pass. So, okay, here we go. I have my hot glue gun is hot. I'm going to put a dab of glue right there. Stick that little button on. Put a dab of glue. I think that would look good right there. I decided on a little blue smiley face since there's blue up in the flower. And on the pink one, let's see, where would the sun, okay, I'll go ahead and put the pink flower up at the top on the bow. So I think I'll put the sunshine, I think I'll put it right there. Okay, so there we go. The quilted hearts are finished, and the way I do them, these are some that I have already done. I have them already ready to go out. And I took some cardstock, I cut it in half, and with my watercolor, I just kind of splashed around on it, but you don't have to do that. Create your own card, put whatever you want to on it. I put a quilted heart, handmade, just for you. And then on the back, I have my name, my original artwork by Carolyn Grant Ridgeland, and my email address, so when people want to order some more cards, they have my email and know how to get in touch with me. But these are some that I already had made, and you see they are all different. Now the plastic bags, I always put an envelope when I sell them, because I have these for sale at some of the gift shops around town. But I always put an envelope to mail it in, and then these plastic bags I get at Hobby Lobby, and they are just the right size to put the hearts in. But be creative. Any of you who sew and just have scraps of fabric you saw, that doesn't take very much fabric to make one, and you can use up your scraps. It takes the backing, the batting in between the backing fabric and the top, and then just little strips of whatever scraps of fabric you have in your sewing basket. So it's a fun way to be creative. It doesn't take very long, and be creative and just use your imagination and use what you have in your sewing bin and sewing basket. So I hope you enjoyed that little project. Happy Valentine's, and it's not too soon to get started on our Valentine happies.